Hello. Uh, I'm going to do some brief presentations as an introduction to a series of videos that I did on January 4, 2014 on the prophetic pattern with the insects in the book of Joel. And, God has led me to understand a lot of other deeper things, which further deepens my understanding of the book of Joel and what I may or may not have understood correctly back in 2014 and 2015. So I want to point out some things that happened back then. There were disagreements from those who a number of presenters, as far as I know, they were all male. I don't remember a female presenter being a part of it. And they had disagreements about the book of Joel. And that came to the public eye sometime during the summer of 2014. So there were disagreements. This is an important book, a book that I believe that the powers of darkness are trying to keep us from looking at and understanding. One of those disagreements was about how to view Bible prophecy, taking something literally versus spiritually. Do you say that this word means this or not? And some of that had to do with the locusts and Islam and understanding that. Another one had to do with understanding what has been called prophetic in the prophetic patterns, fractals. And when I was studying the book of Joel, I did not understand, because no one really understood at that time, that really where God was leading me was to understand the fractals in the book of Joel. And so as you study this series, you will see that this series is not perfect, but it has enough of the fractals in it that I think is important for me to let this be in the public eye so you can study it yourself. And I want to point out that there are two videos here that occurred on the same day. The first set of videos totals 50 minutes. The second set of videos totals 55 minutes. Other important things that I feel are important is that it's important as we study this to let go of self. That's something that I believe was difficult for the presenters back in 2014. Also to understand about the Jehu spirit and the critical spirit, and I've done a number of presentations on that, as well as on understanding the very foundations of the book of Joel, and I believe those studies would be helpful to go to. There was an unwillingness to give up self and opinions, I believe, and I'm not perfect, but as much as God enabled me to do that, then I believe, led in a way that has more truth, or I found more truth in it. Not to lift myself up, but so this takes a lot of prayer, a lot of the solemn assembly prayer, a lot of pressing together like grapes are pressed to make wine, to make pure doctrine, and it doesn't feel comfortable. Okay, so having said that, I'm going to shut this off, and I'm going to turn you to studying the first 50-minute video, and then I'll be doing a follow-up video after that. Thank you.